from what you said before, Pac was not going to go back to jail no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he was out on bond.
He was out on an appeal bond.
An appeal bond. But that was going to, he was either going to overturn the case or he would have to go back to prison.
Correct.
And I guess he told the Outlawz to do something to him if he had to go back.
I've overheard conversations between Suge and him where he would say he's going, I don't know if he ever mentioned that to the Outlawz, but he said that he was going to have one of the Outlawz shoot him in the head. He never said himself he would have one of the Outlawz shoot him in the head if he had to go back to prison, is the things I said. Now we say a lot of things in jest, talking shit, we call it. If he was or wasn't, I can't say, but I have heard that.
I mean, based on what you know about Tupac being around him, do you think he really would have had one of his guys shoot him in the head if he had to go back to prison?
No, I think he was just talking. Because he kept asking David. It was mainly David Kenner and Suge where these conversations been going on. What's going on with my case? What's happening? You know, y'all just tell me if I got to go back to prison or not. You got to remember, he was doing songs dissing the correctional facilities, people inside the jail system, the prison system. He was talking about people that lived on the East Coast. He was saying a lot of stuff that people might not like. You know, correction officers, the dudes that lives out there, and guys inside the prison.
Yeah, no, I heard he had a rough time in prison. Like I heard that, well, he had shot 2 cops. So all the COs were basically like against him.
Yeah, I never heard him talk bad about the COs like that, but there was some dudes in there, crews in there that he didn't care for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had heard like they would give him like unnecessary cavity searches and all types of other bullshit to like fuck with him.
Yeah.
You know, and they'd be like, oh, there goes the gangster rapper.
Yeah.
You know, they would just fuck with him. This is why he was so eager to get out when Suge came around, you know, post bond.
Well, I don't want to put it, that's the only reason. Somebody came to me and told me that it was a way that I can extend me staying out of prison or something like that, or that they will hire an attorney to help me that can do this and make some promises and stuff like that. And when your record label, I mean, come on, we forget, and Keisha, his wife at the time, will tell you, Pac had no money on his books. People try to say Madonna was doing this, and Madonna, people wasn't coming through.
Yeah.
People were promising things and saying this. People wasn't coming through.
Yeah.
Suge put $15,000 on his books is what made him reach out and call Suge when Suge was just looking out. That's what Suge do for people in prison.
Right.
Then.
But even though Pac had the #1 album in the country, Dear Mama was on fire, Me Against the
2 million records. 2 million records sold at that time.
Yeah, with no money.
You're unrecouped.
Yeah, unrecouped. Yeah.
You're unrecouped.
Yeah.
Where's the publishing money?
Yeah.
You know, the Hughes brothers, which is crazy to me. Why is the Tupac estate allowing one of the Hughes brothers to do the documentary, and they don't want to have him fighting another case in L.A.?
Yeah, he ended up beating up the Hughes brothers. So you're with the Hughes brothers shooting this music video. Tupac is there, and no one, at that point, they're not talking to each other? I mean...
They just drove up, I guess. Pac and them was down at the bottom of the hill shooting dice, kicking it or whatever, and I guess they just drove up and Pac, he told me, he said, man, I told him not to get out the car.
What do you mean?
You know, like when they drove up and it's like 30 dudes standing outside and you say, I want to whoop your ass.
Right, but it's their video shoot.
If you're going to be smart, don't get out the fucking car.
But it's their video shoot.
Yeah. And so, you know, he told them don't get out the car. Once they got out the car, it was on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wasn't too much they could do after that. All anybody could do was call the police at that point. You know what I'm saying?
So Tupac jumped on him.
Yeah, I wasn't down there. This is what I'm hearing from my friends and Pac. You know.
Okay, you didn't actually see it.
Yeah, all I seen was, you know, Alan, I think, and he, you know, coming up the hill, and he had blood all over him like the Carrie movie.
Oh, so what, he got hit with like a bottle or a brick or something? Or
I don't know, but he was bloody as hell.
He was. Oh, that. So he was really. This wasn't just a a couple punches to the face. This was a real.
Yeah, that was some shit going on. Like an ambulance came and all kind of shit.
Oh shit! So it was bad.
Yeah.
But now the estate is in business with him.
Yeah, well. I mean, you know, everyone who had a problem on that side is no longer alive. So
Tom Wally was still around. Tom Wally.
Yeah,
Tom
Tom
Wally,
Wally
you know
didn't have
better.
beef with people.
Tom Wally, you know better than that. You know better than that, Tom Wally.